Alright, what's up? So it's finally time to play my chapter again. We had somebody drop out, unfortunately, but we're getting back into it here. So if I'm not mistaken, this is chapter 6? Yes. Don't know anything else as of right now, so let's take a look at things. So, okay. I actually have the averages pulled up this time, so we can take a look at those. Yep, so looks like Erica's averages are catching up a little bit compared to where she was at the beginning. Everything else looks pretty par for the course here. Yeah, average level Erica here, except for strength. Okay. So I guess we're pretty much just not using Seth, which is fine with me. Makes this a little bit more interesting. How much are we using water here? Level 4. We haven't used him a whole lot. Almost to level 9. Above average strength. He's actually above average in everything here, it looks like, except for defense. Which is nice. Has loot been used at all? I think so. I think she was like level 7 or something last time. Let's see, what are we looking at here? Oh my god, man. Almost 4 points below on the magic average. You hate to see that. It's like pretty par for the course everywhere else though. So, not bad. We're still, yeah, you still hate to see that, but... Oh no, are we benching Joshua? This cannot be. Hold on. No. Well, you know what? I use Joshua in like every playthrough anyway, so I mean, this is fine, I guess. So whatever. I guess have we decided to bench Colm as well. This is a unit I'd actually be interested in raising. It would be pretty funny. I've actually had him get the final hit on a final boss before, so it's possible. Everything's looking pretty good here. So I've been given a secret book and a guiding ring. And a dragon shield. Okay. I'm gonna do some preps and then go from there. Okay, so this play of chapter 6 did not go as smoothly as my chapter 4. This recording is actually my second session attempting this chapter. The first session was the reaction segment that you just watched, and this is the second session. But after that first session, like reaction segment, I did do a few quick attempts, and they did not go smoothly. Because Lute ended up dying in one of them, Vanessa ended up dying in one of them, because I didn't have the WOD pulled up and I wasn't like doing many preps. I was just kind of going in expecting an easy time. That's not the case. I should have prepared. So this time I loaded up the torch on Lute. I also gave her the secret book and the dragon shield, so that's what she ended up getting. And then I gave a few of the other units some vulneraries and some weapons, and things went a lot more smoothly this time. So Something else that's worth noting is that this attempt is mostly blind. The first few turns are pre-planned. Like, I did a little maneuver at the beginning where I rescue drop Erica into range of a cavalier that spawns on the far right, so I don't have to worry about him later. And then Seth takes care of the others. And then I run back south with Vanessa. You saw it just now, but I did another little rescue drop maneuver to get her a few spaces ahead. So what she's going to go do is she's going to go bait that Dark Mage south and then continue to the right to go rescue the green units over there. That's something else I probably should have planned a little bit better, but I didn't. And you'll see in a second I had to improvise a little bit. I got kind of lucky with my unit positioning. But yeah, this group of reinforcements here I had to plan for because they kept ruining everything on my first few attempts because I wasn't properly preparing for it. So lesson learned. Do your preps. So yeah, anyway, first few turns aside, this chapter really isn't that bad. It's just these early game Fog of War chapters are really just like move a few spaces at a time, use your torch, and just kill stuff as they come to you. It's not very exciting. I don't have a whole lot else to say here until the end of the chapter. As far as experience distribution goes, I did want to make sure that I made it a little bit more even than I did last time, because the last when I played chapter 4, the whole point was to give as much of the XP to loot as possible. Here I divided it up a little bit more between Gilliam, Garcia, Colm, and Loot. So Loot didn't get as many levels as she could have here, but I also wanted to give Colm and Gilliam a chance because our lost player, Nepco, spent a little bit of time training up Gilliam in their chapter. And so I wanted to end up giving Gilliam the chance he deserves, because Gilliam is one of my favorite Sacred Stones units. So gave him a little bit of time to shine here, but most of the XP did end up going to Loot anyway. Oh, I do want to mention here, Colm gets a perfect level up, which I thought that was crazy. So there you go, Plumber. There's your Colm. There's my Colm contribution. Yeah, rest of the chapter goes pretty smoothly here up until the spider arrives, and I'll talk a little bit about that when we get there. But yeah, got a few decent level ups here. Still disappointed with some of Loot's levels. She did not get as much magic as I wanted to. She is still behind the average, which is really disappointing. But it seems that me and Kachu are kind of in an alliance on Loot. We're going to try and end up getting her to level 20 and promote to Mage Knight, which is not ideal for chapter 15, the desert map. But it'll be fine. I don't have to play that chapter, so it's okay. I debated whether or not to use the guiding ring on her to early promote, but I decided, this is a relay, we're here to have fun, so I'm not trying to optimize the crap out of everything unless I really need to. And that's obvious here. Like, you can see this little maneuver I'm doing. I've never ever had to rescue these green units out of their little starting area to save them from that spider. But I ended up having to do it here because I played pretty slowly and I didn't prepare properly, so lesson not learned, I guess. So yeah, rescue these green units here. I end up taking out that spider with the Loot here, and then I give the remaining 3 enemies on the map also to Loot. I think she gets up to level 15. I'm not 15 or 16. I'm not sure. But yeah. Rest of the chapter here is pretty self-explanatory. I don't really have anything else to say. I guess I'll just say I hope that the guiding ring doesn't end up getting used on someone else, because that would be tragic. But I think Plumber is trying to use Nami as well as Colm, so I wanted to make sure I got this Orion's Bolt. I almost gave up, but I pushed through, so you're welcome. And yeah, not much else to say here. Just chips the boss here, gets as much XP as possible. And oh, okay, so I overshot it a little bit. It looks like she ends up getting to level 14. So, but 14 is still pretty good at this point in the game. Very good, actually. So, not complaining at all here. So let's see. I forget what stats she got here. Magic and speed, that's all you need, man. Alright, passing this over to... I think Katru gets the save next, so I'll see you next time.